Hey guys, it's spring of 1914 and it's America's turn. This is the last thing that's going to happen in the prequel. The United States' turn, and then we're going to go to summer and the war will begin with Germany. But before that, we're going to do random events after we're finished America's turn, and it won't take long here. So I bet you can guess what I'm going to do. These guys are going to all attack into here. I should have brought these guys down here, but I didn't. Anyway, the horses are going in there too. Okay, so that's 5 infantry and 2 cavalry going into mountains. And they're surrounded. But I've been rolling so bad, it's time to whip out the general hand grenade dice tray. So 5 whites are the infantry, the blacks are the cavalry, the 2 yellows are the militia. And the blacks at 2, everybody else at 1. You realize, like, I did this battle and the last battle, the African battle, all those rounds that I've done, and not one single hit for the offense or the defense. Okay, here we go. Look at that. I got 2 hits. The Mexicans are done. Rejoice. Okay, finally. All right, here we go. Let's go take care of that. I guess it's kind of fitting. And the prequel. Let's get this thing out of the way so we can move our ships through there, right? Okay, so the nationalists are off. Okay. Now, I know what I have here. I have 10 infantry and a cavalry. And what you do is you cut it in half and you put those on Mexico. So, should be 5 infantry and 1 cavalry goes into Mexico. Now, I should have checked what happens with this guy here. I'm not sure if, definitely the Americans are going to get out of there. But we'll see what happens to this guy. Like, I'm going to put him in Texas for now, and we'll see what happens to him. It could be that he's lost, but I can't imagine why. I mean, they were down there helping these guys. What are they going to do, sacrifice them now? That would be kind of weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's over. Okay. And that means that, here, let me get this out of the way. Okay, let's put this down. What that means for the end of that conflict is a couple of things. First of all, the technology. The Americans go up 3 stages in improved logistics and 2 stages in improved construction. So the Americans really like that kind of technology. Now, me and Bob talked earlier today, and it was about last night when the Balkan Wars ended and it said to go to level 1. We've changed that so that it's going to go up 1 level. So if you're at 2 already, then it's going to go up to 3, right? So the Americans didn't have those on there at all, so they just go to 2 and 3. Of course, they didn't get to roll any technology. And the other thing is, the other consequence is this. So the Mexican round goes to neutral. Here, I'll try to get that glare out for you. That goes neutral. If the other guys had won it, then it would have gone over here to level 2 for the Germans. But now it starts at neutral. So that was a pretty consequential little war there, wasn't it? I think that all we have to do now is get rid of all this Mexican stuff and roll for the random events. I can tell you the Americans have 5 IPP in the bank right now, and they're going to collect 4 more. So now the Americans have 9 IPP. And that, folks, is the end of the prequel. I don't need to do a recruitment roll because that conflict has ended, right? They're no longer at war, so I wouldn't do a recruitment roll. Okay. Now, let me look around. One thing that Dawson forgot to mention on his video, he had a couple of walk-ons in Africa. That means that he gets a pie up here. So he's going to get a free diplomacy roll, just like the British are. The British are going to get a free diplomacy roll too, because they took German South Africa, right, in combat. But not for the naval battle, because you would have to kill either a cruiser or a pre-dread or a dreadnought. You'd have to kill more than the other guys. You could in fact lose the battle, but if you killed more of those type of ships, then you get that free pie up there. Anyway, here we go. Summer of 1914, West. 4. Okay. 4. African conflict. Colonial powers have long been preparing for the spread of conflict to Africa. Place the following units on the map immediately based on territorial possession. Wow. As if Africa wasn't already interesting enough. Now we're going to throw another shit ton of guys down there. The battle had already begun. Okay, so let's just take a look at what the units are. Okay, Togo, 1 colonial infantry. That would be Togoland here. Oh, wouldn't you know it, I don't have any red chips on this side of the board. Okay. Well, now we do. Okay, so Togoland gets a colonial infantry. And Cameroon gets a colonial infantry. And German South Africa gets a cavalry, a minor port, and a seaplane. Wow. That's huge that he took this last turn, because a free seaplane is awesome for the British. I mean, I can't think of anything they needed more. So here, let's, I got a minor port here. You know what? You can place this in either one if you want. Yeah, I'll just place it here, and if you want to change it to here, you can, Dan, okay? So there's that, and what else did they have? A cavalry and a seaplane. Okay. Seaplane and a cavalry. Lucky boy. It's like Christmas. Okay. Next. German East Africa. 1 colonial infantry. So that is right here. Okay. Tripolitania, 1 cavalry. So that one there is in the desert. That's another one that is changed. That is going to have to be a camel, right? Where are we? Okay. Huh, what did I do with my camels? Oh, there we go. Camel. And that was Tripolitania, right? Yep. Spanish Morocco, 1 infantry. So that's a neutral. Okay. Spanish Morocco, right up near Gibraltar there. Okay. South Africa Union, 1 infantry, 1 artillery. Okay. Wow, the British are stocked up down there, boy. Holy. And Chad gets 2 colonial infantry. Where's the... There they are. Chad. And then Gold Coast here, the British one, that gets a colonial infantry. So he'll go to 2 colonial infantry there. Okay. Wow, that was, man, I've never seen this many units down here. Like, look at that. Holy crap. The British are just stocked right up. Free seaplane down in Africa there. Beauty. There's Bob down there too. Even Bob's down here. You don't often see the Austro-Hungarians down in Africa. But we are this game. Okay, here we go. This is east now. That was west. Here we go. East, 3. Okay. Central Powers War Credit. The Central Powers may use cash and carry from the U.S. reference sheet, and the Lend-Lease can bypass an existing blockaded port. Cash and carry extends for the Central Powers when the U.S. reaches 17 IPP. Ends, yeah. Reduce U.S. peacetime income by 2. Are you kidding me? Okay, so the U.S. peacetime income is going to go down to 2 because they were at 4. Did they collect their money? They had 5. Yeah, they did. They got 9. Okay. So that's a pretty big boost for those guys. They get to do cash and carry until the Americans get up to 17 IPP. That's where you can build units over in the United States. I don't think you can build infantry class units, but like you can do artillery and planes, and I can't remember what else. So that's pretty cool. And plus, their ports can be blockaded for that purpose. They could be if it was a Lend-Lease, right? But this is it just specifically for that random event. And that random event will be with us for a while. Unless the Americans roll 3 6s, they're starting out at only 2, thanks to the random events. So that's it for the prequel. That was kind of fun, actually. But you know, I don't know if it was very exciting to watch because all these broken up videos, a lot of rolling for diplomacy and stuff like that. But I tell you, if you're playing it, it's kind of fun. All the different, you know, it's like a chess match, and it's like a whole new game, right? What we just did was like a game, and then now we're going to get into realizing that wasn't the game. This is the game. It's going to put the prequel to shame. But it's been fun so far, and I can't wait to move on. So, Germany, you go ahead and punch somebody in the face.